This surgery matters to me because it literally gave me a second chance at life. I have a newfound passion for life because the surgery gave me the tool to do what I needed to do to be able to lose weight, build confidence, and say yes. It was the year that my dad turned 75, and for his birthday, he and I to go to Hawaii. He's been several times, he's taken my brother, he and I have never been, and he wanted to do a Hawaiian cruise. Naturally, I thought that would be fantastic, but I was scared to death at the same time because I would be exposed. I wouldn't be able to hide. He wanted to take a helicopter ride over Kauai. And when I started looking into it, they had weight restrictions. And I was over the weight restriction. It was paid for. And I was trying to find reasons to get out of it because I knew I wasn't going to be able to go kayaking. I knew I wasn't going to be able to go swimming and feel comfortable and, be on a big boat full of people. And I was about to, I had to close shop and I had to go up another size. My size 22 jeans were too tight. I was about to go up to a 24. I was completely fearful of this wonderful opportunity to see paradise. We did things. We swam with turtles. We swam with dolphins. We went on the helicopter. But I just had this shadow following me constantly, as it always has my entire life, about my weight, my weight, my weight. Physically, I was pre-diabetic. Oh, cholesterol. Cholesterol was through the roof. The excess weight was bearing down on my spinal cord, and I had to get shots in my back once a year. I would get 3 shots 3 different times. My knees hurt so bad. I couldn't cross my legs because I was so big, my legs just wouldn't cross. So at 251, all of my insecurities and fears were just growing along with my weight. And every time I had to go up in size in jeans, it just grew even more. And it got to a point where I was hiding from life. I was saying no to a lot of things, or I would say yes, but then back out at the last minute because I didn't feel well. And then I would stay home and eat. It's very lonely, and you hide, which makes you feel more lonely. It makes you eat more, it makes you gain more, so you hide. The loneliness. The loneliness is indescribable. Because you can't understand it until you've walked in my shoes. I couldn't understand it for someone else unless I'd walked in their shoes. It's a heavy load to carry. And I couldn't do it anymore. I needed help. And I just decided that I would just kind of look at the different weight loss surgeries. And then I started investigating more about each one and about the local programs here and what they did and didn't do. And I decided to go to a seminar, but by the time I arrived at the seminar, I already knew that I was going to do it. They were not the only program that I visited, but they showed that they cared about me personally. They got to know me personally. They asked about me. He got to know me, ask about me. I felt like I was not just another patient. He noticed, he saw who I was, and so did his team. It was wonderful. They know what they're doing from start to finish. They guided me through the entire program. They checked with insurance immediately by my first appointment. They had already checked into everything. They knew that I had to do a 6-month program with their nutritionist. They had my appointments set up and ready to go. They were very good about helping me navigate the things that I needed to, the part that was my responsibility. They helped me through those things, whether it was paperwork or phone calls that I needed to make. Patients are not always easy, and they were very patient. And so I felt like I was in good hands. You check in with your nutritionist, you learn from your nutritionist, and you take that with you and you continue on with that even after the surgery. They don't just give you a surgery and you're done. You continue that relationship and they check in on you once a month. And it's because of that that I've learned how to maintain and what kind of choices to make nutritionally to be where I need to be and not continue to lose or gain. That's been one of the great things about this surgery was you had goals to meet kind of each month, each quarter, and you're hitting goals. You're hitting goals, and that helped build a lot of confidence. By the 10th month, I had lost my 115 pounds. I didn't expect it to happen that fast, but it was due to my regimen, and I just did what the program taught me to do. Everything that I've learned in these 18 months has been life-changing for the better, and I feel more determined than ever to keep going. Today I weigh 134. I was on muscle relaxers for my back. I no longer have to take those. I'm pain-free. I'm pain-free. I have hip bones. That's huge. I can cross my legs. I can run now, and my knees don't hurt. Physically, I went from a size 22 jean to a 6'8". Never thought I would see that. I was an 8 in high school, freshman year. I volunteer constantly, and I have more energy to do so. Socially, I get out, I go to barbecues and parties and swim parties. I put on a swimsuit in front of people where I would have never done that before. I did not expect to like myself. I did not expect to have confidence. I did not expect to realize that I don't have to worry about friends coming and going from my life due to, that loneliness and insecurity and emotional roller coaster that I've been through out my life. It used to be the weight that dictated how I felt about myself and how I interacted with people, with the world. Now I don't have that baggage anymore. I've literally thrown that away. I've lost that baggage. I don't worry about what people think of how I look. That kind of confidence is what gets me to say yes to life. Keeps me from hiding in the house all the time like I used to. You can't take this lightly. It's a big decision to make because it is a life decision. But if you have the right attitude and you go about it the right way and you do what you need to do, you're going to live your best life.